Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And here's Hullet. Hullet! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
And here's Del Piero. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Xavi Alonso. And here's Ribery. He's picked his way through. Steaming on goalwards. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Courtois, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. Hazard is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And this is Hazard. He's rising! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Towering header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Still goalless. Just eases him off the ball. Spread to the right. And he's quick to return it. And the shot! Oh, and again! They've scored! The first significant strike. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Ribery quietly revving up. Now it's Hullet. Always goal side. And this is Ribery. Goes looking wide. Ribery showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Hullet.
Colorado Springs certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And he's managed to get free. Skims one in. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it out wide. João Cancelo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Del Piero. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Colorado Springs finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And so the action is resumed. He's in one-on-one. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Del Piero was alert to the possibility. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cross from Cancelo. Vieira. Colorado Springs. Different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon. Well, a decent chance! And that's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe. Ribery. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it. Can he get away? Colorado Springs do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's Bale. This is a promising build-up. This might spell it's Nedved! And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Bale. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the pass is intercepted. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh no, this does not look good. Big chance! Goal! And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have movement on both benches. Colorado Springs with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Suarez. He's shifting through the gears here. Produces a cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Colorado Springs really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good read, needed to be. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
Chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So, a breakthrough already. Nedved?
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Adriano. Colorado Springs leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Danny Olmo. And he's there to clear it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Marquinhos. Madrid are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Xavi Alonso kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's only too happy to take that back. Beckham. And it's Griezmann. Danny Olmo. Thuram does well to get it back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Griezmann. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Del Piero. Nedved. That's a big chance! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Adriano. Zanetti. Nedved. And it's Griezmann. And that's another good win of the ball. Griezmann. That's been cut out, well played. And for the first half, that is that. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Colorado Springs looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Vermaelen. And Zanetti. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Lovely feet. Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
Xavi Alonso, and the pass is intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is... And Del Piero! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
And the shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Zanetti. Gilberto Silva. Oh no, this does not look good. Shot, surely! And it's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So could they be onto something here? Maldini makes the interception. Guti. And this is Hullet. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Messi. And here's Totti. Colorado Springs needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Pato, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's well spotted. A probing pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ford shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That pass has been well intercepted. And that's that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at...
And he shoots! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
It's Nedved! And he has kept it out somehow.
Nedved is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. He saw the danger and... Vieira! Off the post! And he's there to get it away. Oh, that was vital. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, a gilt-edged Shevchenko! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He leaps for it! And that's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you...
It's Luis Suarez! It's fallen kindly here. It's a goal. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Shevchenko, and he is Shevchenko! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Can he get it through? And this is Adriano. It's Adriano! Adriano! Oh, just look at it! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm.
Luis Suarez! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This their second corner of the game. And a header! And it's Maldini. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And the referee has blown for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And we are up to the break.
I'm still trying to figure out how this is still level, Peter. I mean, 1 minute you're looking at one side battering the other, and somehow they find their way back into it. Something tells me there's going to be just as many twists in the second half too.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Colorado Springs have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
That's a pretty loose pass. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
This is a promising build-up. He's in a great position here, and he's lost his man here. Tries to get it clear. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Mbappe! There's the shot! Goal! Milan! And they get themselves in front!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Ribery. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vieira. That pass has been well intercepted. Ribery. Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival. Mateus. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Taken back almost at once. Now it's Pato. And it's Ribery. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. That is some save from De Gea. And that could come back to haunt them.
Ribery was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Colorado Springs have their third corner. And he's taking no chances there. Ribery. Ribery will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking to play him in. Now it's Shevchenko. Schmeichel claims comfortably.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good ball. Chance!
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Pato. Now then, they could be caught out here. Colorado Springs claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
That's a decent clearance. The final seconds now. And there goes the final whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. Guardiola. And here's Messi. And the finish! But he's left disappointed. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Xavi Alonso. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Colorado Springs are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Olise, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Olise! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
And it's Doué. This is a promising build-up. Olise. Now it's Olise. Nedved. Messi. No way through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Luis Suarez. That pass has been well intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Chelsea really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And it's been played through. Khan claims comfortably. Rijkaard. Neymar. And he's lost his man here. Tries a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Corner number 2 then. Nesta gets it away. And here's Guardiola. And the shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And so the action is resumed.
Colorado Springs really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's Pato! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Do it. Can he finish?
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Colorado Springs are making a change now. Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Oh, good-looking ball. Chelsea disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And this is Del Piero. Foot in. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Del Piero. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Chelsea can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but
Just the keep. Del Piero! It's a goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Doué in with the challenge. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Chelsea really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Chelsea really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Nicely aimed pass. Pato, and he's in on goal. Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's it. The pressure finally lifts. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Del Piero, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I certainly enjoyed a really good show.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
Giuseppe Bergami, certainly one of the fiercest opponents I've had the honour of facing.
Well, one of Italy's finest, and surely anyone's fiercest opponent. A master of everything defensive, Jim, and you, as you mentioned, faced him on the international stage.
Yeah, and his quiet and calm demeanour was the perfect disguise for that steely leadership. We knew we were in for a battle against him.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Aubameyang. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Colorado Springs do have a chance to counter here. And this is Hullet. Plenty to aim at here. And Hullet! Seedorf. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Looking to play him in. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Shoots! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois. Might be danger here.
Nedved really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pass is just off target. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Guti. Brilliantly cut out. Still goalless. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Seedorf! Seedorf! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, that's well spotted. Nedved. And it's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Maldini cuts out the pass. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Hullet, who is rarely short on confidence. Del Piero. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Down to business again.
Colorado Springs clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Roberto Carlos. Aubameyang going after that. Colorado Springs come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bergami is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Colorado Springs with the corner. They're first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's netted! Netted! A diamond of a goal! A finish of true class! And the game has liftoff! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Colorado Springs have penetrated for the first time.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Knocks it into space, and that's been slipped through.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again. Chance for a shot! Oh, what has happened here?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And this is Hullet. Looking for the run. And he shoots! And he's following up! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Oh, that's a key interception. Aubameyang. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Neymar. Now it's Batistuta. Look at this, takes a shot! And that's a good finish. They have stolen level at the last. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Time for a change in personnel. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law.
Bale! Now, who's going to be first to this? Griezmann. Griezmann purring through the gears. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Paz. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's picked his way through. Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Baresi is there and he can get that clear. Messi receives it in a good position here. That's a decent clearance. And this is Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, super goal! About as smooth as it gets. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Bangladesh finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Bangladesh really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Robertson. In towards the back stick. Oh, good effort! It's bounced back off the post. Vieira can clear it away. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Now it's Hullet. Bergomi is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. They are purring, truly purring. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Colorado Springs are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's in a great position here. Vieira. And claimed it back swiftly. O'Shea. Nicked it back promptly. Now there's a fine ball. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Hullet. Hullet!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, what has happened here? And the referee has blown for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Colorado Springs are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, important interception. Xavi Alonso. Thuram. Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Forlan. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Bangladesh appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the shot! Great ball, and he's in here. And this is... He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious fit. And Batistuta! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Spirited to say the least, certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Bullet! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's good play. Now here's the delivery. Casillas deals with that nice and simple. Paz. 75 minutes played. And that's gone loose. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Pinches it off him. Now it's Hullet. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Hullet. Decent chance! And that is a truly outstanding save.
What a fabulous run. Okay, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Colorado Springs have their third corner. Impressive jump! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Batistuta. Messi. Xavi Alonso. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. O'Shea. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. And this is Messi. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So we have further activity on the bench here. And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Hullet collecting the match ball, and it is his. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the... Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Cafu has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
Paris Saint-Germain already making their first change. Not what was planned, I don't think.
Look, to make a change this early, Peter, is not the norm. He seems to be unhappy about it, and I sympathise. I think he's been harshly treated.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Shevchenko. Nedved. And here's Suarez. And here's Hullet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Totti gets it away. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Hullet. Hullet!
Hullet really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Vieira. Colorado Springs.
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Now it's Hullet. Griezmann. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, perfect. Just the keeper in his way. He's having a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Deftly away. And the pass is intercepted. Picked out brilliant. Shot a goal! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Luis Suarez. And this is Luis Suarez. Now the delivery. Marquinhos clears it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's the end of the first 45. So your views on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
It's Bale! He's kept it out just.
Colorado Springs are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
This is their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Luis Suarez.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Luis Suarez! And it's in! And they are right back within touch! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Colorado Springs are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Colorado Springs may be down, but not out just yet. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Griezmann. And here's Bale. Pato. Oh, that's a very real chance! Beckenbauer can get it clear. And here's Bale. And this is Pato.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that is a little undercooked. That is good alertness. Silvestre. Neymar. Nicely shaped ball. Colorado Springs, perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Pato. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, this looks sharp. Griezmann. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Silvestre. That has been cut short. Griezmann has created one goal already. Cruyff. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Pato. That is good progress on the left. Tries to pass it through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's being shifted off it. Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Sylvestre. Paris Saint-Germain clearly now in lead preservation mode. David Villa. Knocks it into space. Takes a shot! Goal! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise, I mean...
And that will be it. Colorado Springs have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. Leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer. There's the shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved running with the ball. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, now he can run away with it. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Griezmann! But he's left disappointed.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And he's quick to return it. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that is a nice touch. Nedved. Cruyff. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Griezmann. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Gerrard. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to belt it away. Nakata. Now it's Villa. Oh, nicely intercepted. Searching pass he's played there. Chance, surely! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Colorado Springs are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
David Villa, out towards the flank. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was alert to it. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso, and that interception was most necessary. Rijkaard. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Griezmann. And the referee has blown for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Colorado Springs looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And we get things going again. Defending was strong and firm. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And this is Del Piero. And he's certainly onside here. That's put paid to the danger. Nedved. Now it's Cruyff. Liverpool can't breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Del Piero. Mohamed Salah. Looking to play him in. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Villa. Cruyff looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter...
Oh, he's having a go! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. He's rising! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And yes, it's there! Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other...
Luis Suarez! And that was probably asking just too much. Baresi. And it's Salah. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that's gone loose. Takes the shot! He's got away with one there. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Spread it left. Bergomi. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Oh, this looks sharp. He's had it taken off him. Xavi Alonso. And it's Xavi Alonso. Griezmann aimed beyond the defence. They're urging him to... And Cruyff! And that's a tidy finish. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Great chance! And no mistake. And what a climax we have here! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Liverpool give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed.
He's having a shot! Well taken goal. And right near the end, we have parity. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So all square with almost no time remaining. And the shot! It is close, but that is the last of it. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a
Header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Forlan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho goes short. And it's Messi. Messi! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, perfectly measured that. And Batistuta! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Colorado Springs have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. That's put paid to the danger. Messi. Griezmann. Oh, it's a great chance for a shot! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Vieira. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Nicely weighted ball. Ball is over the line. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. That's destined for the flank.
Milan always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Griezmann. And it's Xavi Alonso. And here's Suarez. And this is Griezmann.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking to play him in. Cruyff. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Messi. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Nedved looking for options for movement. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now they can spring out of defence. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira. Tries to pass it through. Real chance! And he's stuck it away. AC Milan are all square. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Colorado Springs are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Xabi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Cruyff! Johan Cruyff! An individual masterpiece!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Colorado Springs have their lead.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Decent chance! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly...
Fallen! Perilously close. No, he's had it taken off him. Nedved. Now it's Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vieira. It's Xabi Alonso. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. That's going to go a long way. And here's Batistuta. Messi finding himself in space. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. A real chance and a real let-off.
Ronaldinho clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Into the last quarter of an hour. And he's running through. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso stood his ground strongly. Cruyff. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Davids. Xabi Alonso. It's going to be another throw. And that's definitely not his best. Into the last 5 minutes. Baresi calmly anticipates. Now it's Luis Suarez. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Vieira picks it up from the goal kick. Nedved. Now it's Luis Suarez. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And that was very necessary. Time added on 4 minutes. And the pass is intercepted. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's that, the end. Colorado Springs can reflect on a job